heavyweight collision between Dan Severn and Kimbo Slice. All right, DC, here he is, the one, the only. Don't call him Kevin Ferguson. He, of course, is Kimbo Slice. And when you're talking about mixed martial arts and its footprint in the United States of America, Kimbo Slice is a guy who deserves a lot of credit for this mass expansion, at least in my mind.
Absolutely, because when Kimbo Slice fought, people tuned in from The Ultimate Fighter to his days outside of the UFC. Some of the biggest TV ratings we've ever experienced are attributed to Kimbo Slice. He's a guy that people just want to see. From the backyard brawls to the octagon, Kimbo Slice is very special.
And probably the nicest guy you would ever want to meet.
He don't look like it.
When that octagon door closes.
He doesn't look like it, but he is a great guy.
Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, and they both possess the same height and a similar reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 5 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo Slice! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Coldwater, Michigan, USA, Dan the Beast Severn! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
Are you ready?
Let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway, and we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is, and this guy is as high level as we've ever seen.
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here. All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just then.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Now he falls back into the finishing position. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, so a wild round and a wild good sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Dan the Beast